Cameron ride. Woo! Let me take you on a little trip on my supersonic ship.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. No more. Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. As always, I'm Robbie. This is Kyle. Kyle, how are you tonight?
I'm doing well. Just
It's been a couple weeks since we've done one of these.
Has it been that? Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So,
I think we took we were right. That's right. We took the past week off. Yeah, we had
and the week before that too.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
my God.
Yeah, we were. But you know what? We're here.
We did it. We made it.
We're back.
Yep, because it's May. We made it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, look, everyone's making me salads and tomatoes. This is so nice. Wait, why are you guys going to... Oh, God. Oh, don't throw it at me, huh? Okay.
But, so what we wanted to do tonight is we wanted to sort of do a show in celebration of a longtime listener or viewer of the show, and also multi-time special guest, my sister Sarah, who I'm sure will be watching this episode at some point. Hi, Sarah. She is accomplished the great feat of graduating from college, which will be taking place this weekend.
Which honestly, I still can't actually believe that happened. I was like, wow. I literally thought it was yesterday when she was like looking for colleges. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah. Time flies when you're having fun.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but
college flies fast. Yeah, it does.
So, as many of you know, if you've watched past episodes, Sarah, much like my friend Kyle over here, he attended Wheaton College right here in the good old state of Massachusetts. And so we wanted to do, in honor of her, we wanted to do a Wheaton Kyle, in a sense, a Wheaton College-based episode. So taking a look, we wanted to take a look at some of like the feats Wheaton Athletics has accomplished over the years, and also just sort of give our own, because I've had some experiences watching Wheaton College sporting. That's Kyle obviously has, and playing as well.
Yep, did freeze tracks.
Yeah, so do sort of the personal, as well as just sort of looking back at some of the things Wheaton has accomplished athletically. So I guess we'll start with sort of what they've accomplished athletically, and then sort of save the personal stuff for the second part. So Wheaton has actually won, in their history, 8 team national championships and 64 individual national championships. For the team, it's been pretty much dominated by the women's track and field teams. The women's indoor track and field team captured the national title 5 times in 1999, 2000, 2001, 2002, and 2003. And the women's outdoor track and field team captured the national championship in 2001, 2002, and 2003. So, a lot of good goings on in the early 2000s by the Wheaton women's track and field program. In terms of individual championships, synchronized swimming has had 5 individual national titles: 1996, 2004, 05, and 2008 through 2009. 1996, 2004, and 2005, and then 2008 and 2009. Men's outdoor track and field has had 6 national championships, 6 individual national championships in 1997, and then 2000 through 2004. Men's outdoor track and field has captured 7 from 2000 through 2004. Women's track and field has captured 27 individual
they're beasts.
national championships, 1998 through 2004, 2006 through 2007, and then 2014. While the women's outdoor track and field program has captured 19 national championships, 1998, 2000 through 2004, and then 2013.
Yeah, sounds about right.
It's kind of the curse of the Kyle, the fact that none of those happened when he was actually there.
Yeah, I brought the whole team down. I was the team
women
saver.
and but no, a lot of it's kind of nice to see Wheaton, capturing some national championships.
Yeah.
And actually, I guess the Wheaton baseball team in 2006 finished as the national runner-up in the NCAA tournament, which is pretty good.
That's awesome.
Of all those teams to be able to make it that far, it's good for the Wheat. All right, now on to conference championships.
Ooh, there we go.
Because Wheaton has had a lot of conference championships.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go through all the years because it would just take all the years associated with these programs because it would take forever. But for conference tournament titles, for conference titles, so like conference tournament titles, things like that. Baseball has 14. Women's basketball has 5. Women's cross country has 1. Women's lacrosse has 3. Men's soccer has 8. Women's soccer has 9. Softball has 11. Women's tennis has 2. Women's track and field has 11. And women's volleyball has 3. So, and actually, Kyle, I am happy to report that for baseball, 3 of those titles came in years that you were at Wheaton.
Oh yeah, I totally influenced all of them. That's how it works.
Yeah, exactly. And then for regular season conference titles, baseball has 17. Men's basketball has 1. Women's basketball has 4. Field hockey has 1. Women's lacrosse 5. Men's soccer 8. Women's soccer 12. Softball 15. And women's tennis. I want to make sure. Women's tennis 2. Yeah, women's tennis 2. And then they also have captured some ECAC titles.
Oh, yeah.
Men's basketball has 2.
I remember.
Women's lacrosse has 1.
Okay.
Men's soccer has 1. Women's soccer 2. Softball 1. Synchronized swimming 1. Men's outdoor track and field 1. Women's indoor track and field with 3. Women's outdoor track and field with 4. And women's volleyball with 1. So Wheaton has done a lot in terms of winning like conference and ECAC championships. I mean, especially I know this year in baseball they made it to like the conference. They like won the regular season championship, but then unfortunately lost
I heard about that,
in the conference tournament. So now the last part of sort of the looking back at what Wheaton has accomplished is taking a look at the Wheaton Athletics Hall of Fame inductees. So Wheaton started their Hall of Fame actually back in 2013. And they've had 3...
Thanks, Wheaton. The year after I graduated. I see how it is.
They've had... You would never have made it. You've had 3... I'm sorry, that was harsh, but true. They've actually had 3 Hall of Fame classes. So
classes? Okay.
Yeah, so in 2013, the Hall of Fame inductees, or Hall of Fame inductees more, they've had 3 sets of Hall of Fame inductees. 2013 was the first one. It was the 1983 field hockey team.
Okay.
Judith Alper-Smith from tennis.
Right.
Chris DeNorfia from baseball, who, by the way, played in the major leagues. That was a pretty cool thing for Wheaton. Amber James from track and field. Deborah Samorian Jem Gochian from golf. Janet Kelly from field hockey and lacrosse. Ann Zarchen Knobloch from basketball and tennis. Lynn Miller, who is an administrator, coach, and educator. Kim Sears, field hockey, softball. Chad Yoel, administrator. And then in 2015, the second induction class was the 1941 Wheaton Triton synchronized swimming, the 1999 women's indoor track and field team, Aaron Duffy Corbett from soccer, Raheem Greenridge from track and field, Jessica Johnson from softball and soccer.
Not related to this guy.
Exactly, no relation. Del Malloy, administrator coach, Jim Manganiello from soccer, Therese Ross from field hockey and women's lacrosse, Damon Whalen from baseball, DeShonda D.D. Williams from track and field, the 2000, and then actually this is the last Hall of Fame induction class they had back in 2017 was the 2000 through 2003 women's track and field team. Lisa Barron Benzer from cross country, Shamira Daniels from track and field, Jacqueline Demling from softball, James Greenslet from soccer, Will Hawkins basketball, Tracy Priota soccer, Chris Sullivan for basketball. So,
cool.
Like I said, a lot of successful people and teams have gone through Wheaton. Now I kind of want to turn over to us, and Kyle, I'll start with you. Just sort of take us back just for some of your athletic memories of Wheaton, whether it was watching and or competing.
Well, sports is a pretty big deal at Wheaton, I thought. I mean, it wasn't like, obviously it wasn't anything like Texas, football, level of, but, for a D3 school, I feel like everyone was pretty involved in, all the athletics. They always had a really good athletic program, and, at least the one I was in for 3 years, I was in track and field, for those of you who don't know. I did indoor and outdoor track, and during the off season, I kind of just trained. We pretty much just went in the gym for 6 a.m. Yay!
Well, you don't love 6 a.m. track practices?
Oh, who doesn't? So good, yeah. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I worked with a lot of great coaches, and actually, the 3 years I was doing track, my uncle was the coach of the track team, and that was a big part of the reason. That was part of the reason why I joined. But also, I just loved track so much from high school, so it was great to kind of carry that on. And unfortunately, I had to stop the season short because I had to stop the fourth year. I practiced a little bit during my senior year, but I had to. It just kind of became a lot because when you're a studio art major and education minor, it's a lot of work. So sometimes you have to let go of a couple things while you
sacrifice.
Yeah, unfortunately. So I had to explain to my coach that at the time, and he was cool with it. But it was a lot of fun though. I had a lot of great memories. We traveled to a lot of really cool places. We went to Dartmouth. We always had our really early Dartmouth meet. The meet didn't start till 10 a.m. But because it's Dartmouth, not Massachusetts, but New Hampshire.
Dartmouth, Massachusetts would be a lot closer to get to, but
yeah.
But Dartmouth, New Hampshire from Wheaton is a bit of a hike.
A little bit. So I remember we had to wake up at 4 or 5 a.m. So that was yay, more yay. But it was great though. Honestly, I loved every second of it. Even getting up early, it really made it worth it. It was really. I just love going to all the meets. The indoor track was really cool. We actually were in the Haas. They call it the Haas Athletic Center.
Yeah.
And that's where that's where it was just such a cool indoor track. It was actually the very first indoor track I ever went to. Even as a kid, I visited it when my uncle was working there, and it just brings me back so many memories every time I go there. Just from the sports to even the concerts. They actually little sidebar here and side note. They had concerts there too. They actually I think Neon Trees performed there one time.
Cool.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
they have a pool in there. They have a gym and they have the track.
Yeah, it's a big sports center. It's fairly recent. I think they renovated about 20 years ago, right around the late 90s, I think. And it's good. It's really cool. It's a great place. It just and that's where a lot of our dances were too. But anyways, yeah. Sorry, I'm going to the other parts of college now. So But going back to the sports, I had such a great just experience overall, and watching basketball was great. Like they had some really cool basketball courts there. I remember even this guy came over to a few games, and we watched some of the indoor. It just had a really good kind of overall sports environment. Despite it being a D3, despite they're not like super intense. Like oh no, like I feel like all the sports teams were. I mean, they were pretty cool. They were pretty chill. They worked hard and. Yeah, it was just a good experience overall. So
yeah, no, I've obviously, only, witnessed Wheaton sports from a fan's perspective, but I mean, I've always enjoyed going to Wheaton sporting events. I know back in our college days, like we went to a couple games together. I also went and saw Kyle. Speaking of track and P, in one of each year they had an outdoor meet at Northeastern's, which the track is in Dedham. So it was very easy commute to sort of go and watch him do his throwing each spring. So that was a lot of fun. And then what was I gonna say? Then I think Kyle and I went to like a few soccer. Words. Went to a couple of soccer games, maybe a baseball game or two. We obviously went to basketball. Obviously, one of my funner memories was our senior year. Wheaton and Mount Ida met up in basketball, and so Kyle and I went. Unfortunately for me, Wheaton won, but it was still a lot of fun. And actually, another cool thing I got to do was our buddy Matt, who's been on an episode before. He used to announce Wheaton College sporting events because he's a Wheaton grad as well, and he actually invited me one time down to announce a women's softball game with him.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that. Yeah.
So that was really cool, and then kind of had dinner and hung out for a bit afterwards, which was a lot of fun. So. I mean, and then obviously, my sister going there, I've been to a lot of other sporting events, again, basketball, baseball, soccer. I think, the coolest one, soccer, was playing in the NUMAC tournament at Babson, a couple of years ago, and they beat the top-ranked Babson team in the semifinals, and then unfortunately lost to Springfield in the finals, but it's still, like I said, it was a lot of fun, and I mean, Wheaton obviously has had sort of a special place in my life. Obviously, having one of my good friends here go there for 4 years, and experiencing it with him, and then having my sister go there, and experiencing it with her. So, I mean, Wheaton's had a lot of success. I know their baseball team just made it again to the NCAA tournament,
yes.
So we're obviously wish them nothing but the best as they look to claim national glory. We'll see how that all turns out. But some good stuff, some really fun memories throughout the years.
I wanted to focus a little more on I just want to give a quick shout out just to the throwing team I was on. So I forgot to elaborate. When I was doing track, I didn't really. When I mean track, I don't mean I didn't run.
No, you don't want this guy to run.
I didn't run. So obviously, if you don't run, then hey, you do field. So, so I did some throwing. So I did shot put, discus, and it was the first time I did hammer and weight. And I just want to give a big shout out to the throwing team I was on. I just loved everyone on the throwing team, especially. I actually kept in contact with one of my friends, Kaylee, who lives not too far away in Rhode Island. And it was just cool because she was posting up these really cool pictures of us when we were on the track team. When she had this really cool one of us taking the throwing circle in the back part of Haas, on the outside. We had this little tiny throwing field there. It was really cool actually. So we just had so many great memories, together as a team and everything. I had my friends Kaylee, Naomi, Claire. Tope, just oh my god, like Eliza, I just want to give a big shout out to all my friends there. Shannon, I just had such a great 3 years with them. So it was just really it really meant a lot to have a team as awesome as that. Oh, Sam, my friend Sam too. Of course, can't forget him. Javelin extraordinaire. And it was cool because some of these kids were actually from Rhode Island too. They went to high school in Rhode Island, and I don't know, little known fact, in high school throwing in Rhode Island, you can actually throw the hammer and the weight. In Massachusetts, they don't allow you till college to do that. So I got a lot of tips from throwing those from my friend Kaylee, especially from my friend Kaylee. What are you doing in
Massachusetts? Come on, get with the program.
Yeah,
let's go.
So it was kind of cool, like having these people from Rhode Island, like, and they're like, oh yeah, we got this whole weight and hammer thing. I'm like, okay, cool. Can you teach me? And I got a lot of really cool tips from that. So, and Lee, I want to give a big shout out to my other friend Lee Pearl. Awesome person. I want to make sure I don't forget anyone. And Coach, my friend, our coach Delgado, and Coach I always called him Steve. So Coach Steve.
Coach Steve.
So. Yeah, no, I just had such a great, 3 years with everyone, and it was just so cool. So I'm sorry if I'm forgetting anyone. I'm just like, I feel like I'm at the Oscars just trying to thank everyone. But it was
unlike the show at the Oscars, everybody you're thanking is probably actually watching.
Ooh, shots fired.
At ourselves. I literally just burned us. Ourselves.
Ooh.
We got to put some ammo on ourselves for burning ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right. Cool. So that's gonna sort of wrap up our episode for tonight. No food reviews. I think we already reviewed the place that we went to. Now, you got any video games you want to review while you have a minute?
Oh, I was going to review the new SSX for Xbox 360, but I haven't gotten around playing it, so look for that review probably next episode, hopefully.
Okay.
So,
cool. All right,
yeah.
Well, sounds good. We look forward to that.
Yeah.
So, that's going to wrap up this edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. As always, he's Kyle, I'm Robbie, and we're signing off from the couch. And we'll see you next time, everybody. Goodbye.